Hi everybody. I'm going to do a quick index card today, and I'm going to use a napkin to put down on the background. So for those of you who haven't done this before, the napkins are usually in 2 or 3 layers. This is a 3-ply napkin. So you just carefully peel away the layers. You can keep those to use for texture on another project if you want. Then there's one more. And this is the one you have to be especially careful with so that you don't tear the designed part on the top layer. Okay, just peel it away. Like that. I'm just going to use one of the napkin here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that away, just the piece that I'm going to be using. Okay. And then I'm going to use some Collage Pauge to attach it to this index card. So just put some on and brush it on. Okay. The area I'm going to use is where these blue flowers are. So I'm going to just get that pretty close to the edge there. And lay that out. Just like that. And then pick this up so that the rest of it doesn't stick to the mat. Just going to spray a little water here to clean up my mat. Okay, now just give this a little bit of drying. You can always let these things air dry, by the way. I just don't have the patience for that. I want to do it. Okay, there's a couple of little areas here where you can see where the glue did not adhere, like this. So you can always go back and check your corners and edges to be sure that everything is attached well. This one's good. This one's good. And a little bit here. Okay. And then I'll just trim away the excess napkin. Okay, now these little areas here, you'll see where the napkin didn't quite cover the index card, but that's okay. I'll do a little distressing and on the edges, and you'll never even know that. Okay, now I've also got a little butterfly that I printed off of a little free printable on Pinterest. And I'm going to attach that here because, you know, I cut the other butterfly away that was on the napkin right here. So I'm just going to use this one. And I think I'm going to see if I've got a marker here. I'm going to color the edge of this just a little bit. And I'm going to use a marker just to take that white edge off. And this is a Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen that I'm using. I like these pens because they're permanent when they're dry. They won't smear and smudge if they get wet during the rest of your mixed media process. Alright, I'm going to just dry that just a little to make sure that we get it good and dry. I'm just going to hold it down with my tweezers. I also, after I printed this butterfly, I dried it with that heat tool to heat set the ink. And once that was done, I took some matte gel made by Liquitex. There's several brands of this out there, but I used this one, and I brushed it over the surface of the butterfly. And I did that so that the ink would not run, because it's an inkjet printer and the ink will smear if it gets wet. So when I glue this down and use use the Collage Pauge over the top of it, it's going to be wet, and so it would have smeared that ink from the butterfly all over the napkin. So if you seal it first with matte gel, and the reason you use gel is because it's thicker. It's not watery. I'm going to use some on the words here. It's not watery like the Collage Pauge. You see, it's thicker, like a paste. So what I do anytime I print anything out on my inkjet printer that I'm going to use in a project like this that is going to get wet, I will coat it first with the matte gel. And I'll show you that process. I've already done it to the butterfly and I've already dried it, but I haven't done it to the words yet. So I just take a little of this. Doesn't take a lot. And you want to put it on there, and then don't brush over it a lot. Don't smudge it around. Don't give it a chance to run. And generally, I can say with probably 99% accuracy, this will not run once it gets wet after it's been sealed with this. So see, this is very thick. And I just brush over it like that and then leave it. Don't continue to brush it, because once that ink gets wet from this gel, it could still run. Okay, but if you leave it alone, it'll be fine. Okay, so now we're going to just dry this again. Okay. So it's coated with no smearing. Everything's good. Okay, so that's ready to go. So let's see, I think we'll go ahead and put down our butterfly. First I'm going to cover the surface here, again with the Collage Pauge. So I want a nice, smooth, and somewhat shiny surface. This is a matte finish. This Collage Pauge that I have has a matte finish, so it's not glossy, but it does give it a nice shine and a nice finish when you use it over the top like this. All right, and then for good measure, just to ensure that my butterfly does not run, I'm going to use a little of the matte gel. Well, no, I'm not, because it'll change the surface of it. I'm going to use this. I'm going to put him there. Sorry. Get a little of that underneath. This is a piece of cardstock that he's printed on, so it'll take a minute to get him adhered pretty well. Typically with thicker things like the cardstock, I will use the matte gel to attach it. Okay, good. He's down. All right. Okay, now we're going to dry that. Okay, that Collage Pauge, to me it just really makes it look, the colors look richer, a little more vibrant. I mean, you can see the comparison here, how much lighter, excuse me, the napkin is. And then after I put it on the card and put the Collage Pauge on top, it's just giving it a richer and just a more vibrant appearance. I love it. Just makes all the difference. Okay. I'm going to just add a little bit of color, I think, with the Faber-Castell Pit pen again. Just a little here and there. My fingers are sticky, that's why they're sticking to the card so much. Got a little of that Collage Pauge on it. Okay. Okay. That looks a little bit better. Just another pit pen. This one is a light yellow glaze. Forgot one of these little stems here. See, right a little in here. Okay, this one is raw umber. This is scarlet red. This one is sky blue. Okay, now it just has them a little bit richer, even more so than it did a moment ago with just the Collage Pauge. Okay, see, I'm going to use this Faber-Castell Pit pen in black. This has got a smaller, much smaller point. See if we can put some little antennas on the butterfly. Okay. Okay, now we can, I think I'll just go ahead and distress those edges real quick, and then we'll put the words on. This is Ranger's Distress Ink by Tim Holtz. This is Vintage Photo. Okay. I'm going to just give it a little bit darker on the edge. Okay. I'm going to dry that. I think I'm going to also add some brown, a timber brown StazOn to the edge. Just needs a little bit of a darker edge. Help frame it out and distress it even more. There we go. Okay, we'll dry that. Okay. Very nice. I just love the way the colors are so much more vibrant. See, you can take a simple napkin and really doll it up, make it look really, really nice. Okay, now let's put the words on. I need to cut them apart first. Okay, so we have free to be me. And yeah, we'll go ahead and put them down here. Let's see how they're going to fit first. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's just add these, and we'll be done. Oh, got ink coming off from my finger coming off all over that. Let's see if I can wipe it real quick. That's what I get for not cleaning my fingers. There we go. Another joy of having the surface covered in gel medium or Mod Podge. You can wipe off those errors. Okay. Get my fingers clean now. Okay, let's see if we can get these stuck down here. bring that one up a little. Okay. All right. And now I will outline those with my Scarlet Line pen. I think that's dry. By the way, here's the name. Alright, so there we go. Index card, all finished. Alright, you guys, thanks for joining me. Bye.